Welcome back, everybody, to Badger Blitz TV. I'm Jake Kokorowski, senior writer at BadgerBlitz.com, yourrivals.com, destination for all things Wisconsin athletics on the recruiting trail inside Camp Randall Stadium and, of course, near the court of the Kohl Center. Of course, early signing period is tomorrow, and we've been busy with commit interviews over the past 2 months, especially in the past 2 weeks. And joining us back, he's returning, folks. Safety commit 2022 prospect Austin Brown. Austin, we appreciate you making time. We got a special thing going on like we did with Miles Burkett. We've asked you to jump on and have a little bit of fun and talk about your fellow defensive commits, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me again. It's awesome.
Excellent. And man, we'll get right into it. So what we'll do, and it's what we did with Miles, is that we're going to ask about each player and then what stands out about each player and what they will bring to the program in Austin's eyes. And so we'll start off here with that. And we'll start with, I'm looking through our list of, on BadgerBlitz.com in terms of the commitments list you'll see. Let's start it off with let's go with the more recent commit to start it all off. From Michigan, a linebacker, projected to be inside linebacker, Aidan Vaughan. What stands out about Aiden, and what do you think he'll bring to the program?
Right. I met Aiden actually at the Northwestern game. I think he was on an official visit, and I was just there on an in-game visit. And I think maybe 2 days later, day or so after, he ended up committing. So that was good news to me. But, I started talking to him right away. He seemed like a nice, humble guy. He had good size. I think he was about 6'3", 6'4". And I just told him, I was like, if you come here, you're going to play for one of the best defensive teams in college football. You're going to play for the best defensive coordinator in college football. And I think he grasped that real good. And then he seen the entire atmosphere of everybody in Madison that day in Camp Randall. And, exactly led to him committing, 2 days later. But I watched some film on him as well right away. I think he's 6'3", 215, which is good size, 215. He's obviously going to, go up and weight a little bit. I would say if he's playing inside linebacker for sure. But right away, I noticed how fast he was. He had a few videos of him returning kicks, some plays with running back, wide receiver, and then he had plays of him playing in coverage too. So that was good to see. You always want to get an athletic running back. Times have changed, or a fullback or a linebacker, my bad. But times have changed, for the past 20, 30 years when linebackers were all 250 pounds. They're just downhill coming in the hole, hitting running backs like. A lot of times now running backs are I keep saying running backs. No, linebackers are usually around like 225, 230. They're lower weight, but Leo Chanel makes 260 look like he's 220. So not speaking for him. But a lot of times, linebackers tend to be on the lighter end of things now, more athletic. So seeing that in his film, especially playing offense, like he said he had reps at running back and wide receiver. Seeing that getaway speed and his overall athleticism, that'll transition great over to college for sure. Especially if he can keep that athleticism, gaining weight, he'll be a dog for sure.
Looking at someone that will be playing in front of you as well, on the defensive line, nose tackle, Curtis Neal out of Cornelius, North Carolina. What stands out about Curtis's game? I know he's been working back from that ACL injury, but, right. What else could he also bring to the program?
Right. So, he's got Keanu there right now. I think he's returning for another year. He's named to all Big Ten team this year. I think it was all Big Ten second team, I believe. So he's a dog, and he's going to learn under him, which I feel that's great to learn under a veteran like that. But, I met him on my visit as well. He was telling me about he was coming back from an injury. But, from our conversations, we Snapchat quite a bit as well. And he was just telling me he loves football, and I can get that from talking about it. We're always talking about the NFL games, all these college games. He's hilarious, too. He's always posting videos about different stuff, a little commentary. But he loves his craft. Like you said, he got hurt in, I think his junior year, so he didn't get to play his senior season. But he's still been grinding. I've been seeing some work he's been putting in, posting about. But from his film, I noticed he was quick off the ball, got good extension on blocks, and, he always made good angles towards the ball, especially if it was a run play or whatnot. He was always making good angles to get to the running back. And he's a high-energy guy. He was hitting the quarterback. He was letting everybody know how he felt about it. So that's what I love to see. The big body, I think he's 6'1", 290. He's swole body for sure, big boy. But, he plays with high energy and he makes plays. So, that's, when he, especially in Madison, the Power 5 recovery programs, workouts, that's going to accelerate his healing with his ACL. And I'm sure he's a lot better now anyway. So just with the different recovery and workout stuff like that, they'll have him doing there at Camp Randall, I think, in his next few years. He's going to be a dog for sure.
Now, you also look at someone like on the defensive line that's projected there. We talked to him this past weekend. Tristan Monday out of Saguaro High School in Scottsdale, Arizona, a state champion now in the open division. What stands out about Austin on film, and what do you think he can bring to the program?
You mean Tristan?
Oh, yeah, Tristan. I'm sorry, Tristan. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. I was making sure. But I noticed he had some clean moves coming off the line real fast. A nice little swim move I seen. I like that. When he was doing a bull rush, he made offensive tackles look like it was just wind, like they weren't even there. So that was impressive for sure. And he gets to the quarterback. I don't know how many sacks he had. He had 20 at least. But and he does his job. He sets the edge, for the outside. I think they have him at 6'3", 6'4", 240. He looks more probably about 280 to me. I mean, I don't know, but he looks a lot bigger than 240. But no, his film, for being a bigger guy like that, he had a lot of athleticism. He was quick getting off the line. And, high school defensive or offensive tackles, he made him look stupid. And, he hit the quarterback pretty hard. I love seeing a defensive lineman go after the quarterback like that. So, especially, because high school you can get away with kind of just bull rushing everybody. But for his film showing that he had a good swim move and he had an array of options to go to instead of just a bull rush, that was impressive to me for sure.
Yeah. He told us a few weeks ago before we had him on video, he was around 255. So 6'4", 255 frame for Tristan.
255.
And so, yeah. And so with that, it's going to be really interesting to see what he can do on the line, on the line there, and I know he told us I think it was a couple of days ago that he hopes to make it on the field his freshman year too. So we'll see going forward on that. Going forward, then another one of your defensive, there's 3 defensive back commits as of Tuesday night here, and the day before the early signing period. And I'm looking, we'll talk about you at the end, but A'Khoury Lyde from New Jersey, defensive back, about 5'10", 170 according to Rivals profile there. What stands out about A'Khoury's game that you've seen?
Yeah, from his film, I noticed he made so many plays on the ball. I mean, it was like he was playing corner, and it was almost like he was playing wide receiver at the same time. He touched the ball so much. He always plays to the receiver's hands. It seemed like he was very aggressive when coming with the ball. He's a ball hawk. That's what I noticed for sure. The way he tracks the ball is some of the best I've seen. Honestly, it's like I said, he's almost like he's playing offense, and he even had some film playing wide receiver. So his getaway speed's there, and he didn't. I don't even see him get beat by like any time. So his coverage was great, and I say he was playing a lot of man. I noticed that, so that's always good because you're gonna be put in many positions playing man defense in college. So his film stuck out to me with that, and I met him in person too. He was on the visit, same as me, him, and I think there was another corner that might have been on a visit as well. But he was kind of a quiet guy. He was humble. He didn't say much, but he said 5'10", 170. I mean, he's obviously going to gain some weight maybe, but being a corner, you don't got to be too big anyway. But having the speed he does already, he'll be fine for sure. He'd be a good fit in the secondary. I'd be an honor to play with him.
And then going from New Jersey down to Texas, you have Avion Jones. Seems versatile from how he could be used in the Wisconsin secondary. What stands out about, Avion, and what do you think he'll bring to the program?
Right. I mean, first of all, he plays football in Texas, and everyone knows high school football in Texas is a different breed. So week in, week out, he's playing high-level competition. He's playing guys that are going to Division I, Division II, somewhere. They're signing somewhere to go to college. So plays at a high-level competition. I notice he tracks the ball very well, reads the quarterback's eyes great. And he gets put in many different scenarios. I noticed him playing in man. He played a little zone. They had him sending blitzes. That's all different things that Coach Leonard's going to make us do once we get to the next level. So him being able to put that on film in high school is great, and it'll make an easy transition once he gets to college, I believe.
And then before we get to you, we don't know where he's going to play at the next level yet. We've made jokes about it in terms of just where he could line up. But Cade Yacamelli himself also getting a state title this past weekend. And whatnot, and can play both sides of the ball at the high school level. But what stands out about Cade's, Cade's game, and then what do you think he can bring to the program?
Right. He plays receiver. I think that's what he starts at. But he has good athleticism as well, good size. I think he's a little over 200 pounds, something like that. So if he was to switch over to the defensive side of the ball, he'd more than likely, I'd say, be a safety as well. But no, I think being able to play on both sides of the ball gives you a good perspective of what the offense is thinking in certain scenarios. So being able to translate that to the other side of the ball, I feel like it wouldn't be too hard of a transition for him, honestly. And he already does it in high school, so he could be a good fit in the secondary, I believe.
And so, wrapping up, what about you, Austin? You've talked about everybody else. You've done the film, film work on your future teammates. But for you, what stands out about your game, and what do you think you'll bring to once you get up here to Madison?
Me, stands out about my game. I'm not afraid to hit nobody. I don't care how big they are, who they are, what their accolades are. I'm gonna go out there and give 110%. I can play in coverage. I can play in the box if I need to. You can send me in on a blitz. I'm very versatile. Like I said, I played a lot of positions in high school. So just knowing the perspective of how the offense thinks is great. And, I feel like I didn't start playing football again until freshman year, so my knowledge is growing every single day. And I feel like once I get the coaching from Jim Leonard, it's only expand from there, and it's only going to better me from there. Like I said, I'm athletic as it is, but like I said, when I get up to Madison, the weight program, the nutrition, all that stuff, that's gonna take us all up to the next level for sure. But once I get, like I said, I played all the way up until my 6th grade year. In my 5th grade year, I broke my wrist, so I was kind of nervous to play my 6th grade year. I wasn't really into the physicality part. I started focusing more on basketball. And then freshman year, I got convinced by our coach, who's my coach the past 4 years. He convinced me to play football, give it a try, and I instantly fell in love with it again. But your knowledge from 6th grade all the way to varsity football as a freshman gets a little skewed throughout there. So like I said, I'm still trying to learn a lot every day. But as long as my knowledge keeps growing, as I'm sure it will, I'm gonna give you a lot of highlight plays for sure.
Last question for you. What's planned for tomorrow then? What's going on for signing ceremonies? A lot of family, a lot of friends coming too. What's going on for tomorrow?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm signing tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Central Time. It'll be at my high school in the lunchroom, and be my family, my friends, everybody. We'll be decked out in some Wisco gear, baby. Get that red and white in there, and I feel like some news channels and stuff will be there. But signing my letter there, and then after that, the rest is history.
Austin, we appreciate you jumping on the show once again. In the past week, you've been on here twice. Much appreciated. Again,
thank you for having me.
Enjoy the journey. Enjoy tomorrow. And again, looking forward to seeing you once you get up here to Madison coming up in, just about 6 months or so.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Excellent, folks. That's Austin Brown. Real quick, make sure you subscribe, like this channel, like this episode. We have a lot more coming up this week. We'll have more recruiting insight. We have, again, so much more coming up on BadgerBlitz.com with the early signing period just, less than 24 hours away. Make sure you also go to Facebook, Wisconsin Badgers on BadgerBlitz.com. I'm Jake A'Khoury. You're going to see a lot more of me coming up this week. We'll talk to you soon.